Hey, what's up everybody? This is Dom and this is the Moto 360, one of the most anticipated Android Wear smartwatches of 2014, but does it live up to the hype? Well, let's go ahead and find out in my full review. So if you're not familiar with it, the Moto 360 runs Android Wear, which is Google's operating system for wearables. And if you'd like to know more about Android Wear, I'll leave a video review linked down below for you so you can find out more information. Now when it comes to the Moto 360, the main selling point here is its circular design and almost circular display, but I'll explain that here in a little bit. But as far as build quality goes, the Moto 360 is hands down my favorite. We have a very nice build with a stainless steel body, we have a Horween leather strap, it's also IP67 dust and water resistant, and overall it just has the best design out of any of the other Android Wear smartwatches out there. As you would expect, we do have a microphone on the side of it, and we do also have this nice beveled edge on the Corning Gorilla Glass that covers up the display. Now on the backside we do have our heart rate sensor, as you'll find on some of the other Android Wear smartwatches out there, and we also do have a nice little button here on the side that you can use to sleep and wake the display, and also quickly access the settings, which I will show you here in a little bit. But the Moto 360 is definitely better than the competition when it comes to build quality. Overall, it's not too thick, as you can see right here. It sits up off your wrist just a little bit, but it hardly weighs anything, so you won't really know it's there most of the day. You won't be bothered by it, except when you need to take advantage of the features that Android Wear offers. And the leather strap is comfortable, but I'll probably end up replacing it in the future. Now, one thing that people consider to be a deal breaker about this smartwatch is that little black area that sits beneath the 320 by 290 1.5 inch display. And what that does is it actually houses the ambient light sensor, which gives you auto brightness, and it's possibly where the display cables are connected underneath the glass. Now the only alternative that Motorola had to go with was to make large bezels on this watch, and personally I prefer this thin bezel design, so I'll take that little black area any day of the week. As far as software functionality goes, the Moto 360 acts as a notification hub and also is a portal to your Google Now information, so you can find out different sports scores or basically anything that you have going on through Google Now. And you can also voice reply to different notifications. Like here I have a Hangouts message that popped up, so I can use my voice to actually reply to that message with the microphone that is on the side of the smartwatch. And like I said, we also do have other notifications such as email. Basically anything that comes through on your smartphone will come through on your Android Wear smartwatch, but you can set it up to only show specific apps if you would like. If you take your finger and slide down from the top to the bottom, you can actually see the date, the battery percentage, and with a full swipe down, you can mute notifications and unmute them. Because the Moto 360 is an Android Wear smartwatch, you can use the OK Google command, as you see right here, to be able to search the web for things like the weather, and you can gather different search results right there on your watch. But as I mentioned, I'm not going to get too in-depth with Android Wear here, as I do have a full review which I will leave linked down below for you in case you'd like to check that out. One of the things that bothers me about the Moto 360 is the slight lag that you see happening right here as I'm swiping away a notification. Now this is only going to happen if you're looking for it and slowly swiping like I am, but it's thanks to the OMAP 3 processor that's being used here, which is a bit dated, and you won't find this kind of performance on the other Android Wear smartwatches on the market. But hopefully a software update in the future can fix this. That remains to be seen at this point though. Hopping into the settings here, as you can see, we do have the ability to adjust our brightness, which I have set to auto brightness right now. We have ambient screen mode, which I will explain in a little bit. We have airplane mode, power off, restart, reset device, change watch face, and about. Now jumping back to ambient screen mode, what this does is it will leave the display on the entire time, and as you can see here, it does reduce battery life. In fact, I was only able to get about 8 to 10 hours out of the Moto 360 with this mode enabled. With ambient mode turned off, I was able to make it from the beginning of my day to the end of the day with still about 20% battery life left, and as you can see, it just dims the display, which is hardly readable from any angle anyway, and the benefit here is that you can just raise your watch to turn on the display at any time. And when it comes to charging the Moto 360, it actually comes along with a wireless Qi charging dock that you can just place the watch on and begin charging it. But the benefit here is that if you have other wireless Qi charging pads laying around, you can actually use those as well to charge up the 360. So overall, it's a very elegant way to charge the watch, but you do have options as well in case you have any other wireless charging docks. The Moto 360 ships with several watch faces that you can access by long pressing on the main screen and swiping between them to choose your favorite. But as I mentioned in my unboxing and overview video, you can use the Motorola Connect app available in the Play Store to customize the color and accent color of these watch faces. And you can also download additional third-party watch faces through the Play Store as well. Overall, there's not much bad to say about the Moto 360. Of course, it does have a few kinks being a first-generation product, but this is hands down the best Android Wear smartwatch that you can currently buy, and if you can get your hands on one, I'd highly recommend it. It comes in at about $250 in black or silver, and I'll leave links for it down below in case you want to check it out for yourself. But what do you think about the Moto 360? Is this the Android Wear smartwatch for you, or are you waiting around for something else? Let me know in the comments section, and be sure to leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching, everybody. This is Dom, and have a great day.